All right, our fifth and final segment in the show tonight, India's pizza market is sizzling. Well, till now you could have called on Domino's or even Pizza Hut to order your share, but now you could also try Papa John's, America's third largest pizza company, which wants a bite of the Indian pie, or rather pizza.
Say cheese and then say bread and tomatoes. Well, what have you? A pizza. Add the title Papa John and you have America's third largest pizza company. The $2 billion pizza major is now all set to serve India in nothing less than 100 outlets over the next 5 years. The company, which is currently studying the Indian market for its range of pizzas, will open the first outlet in Delhi in January next year.
India is one of the fastest growing markets that we find in the world. It has 1.1 billion people. Its economic status is growing by leaps and bounds every year, and we look forward to bringing the Indian population the highest quality ingredients in our pizza.
So with a slogan like better ingredients, better pizza, is the pricing going to be any better? Especially since one of their biggest competitors, Pizza Hut, actually offers 4 pizzas for 200 rupees.
As a price structure you are asking me, I would say we'll be pretty close. You know, we're not going to be really, but again, we have some standards. We want to keep the standards up, so they don't think they're having experienced Pizza Hut or Domino's, because quality is not there, service is not there. You're coming to my restaurant, you'll have service, quality, you'll pay a little premium price, but you'll be satisfied.
So Papa John is clearly here to spice up the branded pizza market, but the competition isn't losing any taste over it.
We believe that competition in the market is extremely healthy because the penetration of pizzas in India, and especially in the metros to begin with, is still very, very low. So we believe that the first job today is to increase awareness of pizza, let more and more people taste their first pizza, and we believe that the number of new customers and customers who are increasing their frequency of consumption is far outstripping the number of competitors who are coming in.
And indeed, there does seem to be room for everybody. The 300 crore rupee pizza market is currently growing at the rate of 15 to 20% and is expected to grow at 25 to 40% over the next year. That at a time when the overall 800 crore fast food industry is growing at the rate of 20%.
Well, what started out as an experimental dish in Italy is now literally the food of the world. And healthy or not, well, who cares? As long as it appeals to the consumers' taste buds, well, there's nothing to take the pizzazz out of pizzas. This is Elandata for Headlines Today.
Now, it started off as a peasant's meal in 19th century Italy, but now it's become more of a pleasant meal. Well, here's a look at the life and times of one of the world's most wanted food, the pizza.
Once upon a time, long, long ago, there lived in Naples a baker named Raphael. In 1889, in a rush of patriotism, he created what became the first prototype of the modern pizza. And named it after the then Queen Margherita. He resembled it to the Italian flag, red for tomatoes, white for cheese and green for basil. And thus the modern-day tomato cheese pizza was born. But although the Italians first made the pizza, it was the Americans who made it big, both in size and popularity. And in this day and age, the pizza is no longer limited to the flat round type. You can choose from deep dish pizza, stuffed pizza, rolled pizza, pizza strudel, et al. Feeling hungry, are you? Well, here's some more food for thought. October is the National Pizza Month. It was first so designated in 1987. Believe it or not, Americans eat approximately 100 acres of pizza each day, or 350 slices per second. 350 million tons of frozen pizza is sold every year. The pizza industry is worth $30 billion annually. 30 times a year is how often the average American family eats pizza at home. 96% of people buy pizza out, only 4% never go out for pizza. The first known pizza shop in 19th century Port Alba in Naples is still open today. And North Americans eat more pizza than anyone else in the world. So what's say in pizza that it has such a huge fan following despite, well, let's say the health factor?
Yes, I do like pizza. Okay, the fact that it's fattening doesn't bother me at all.
And I eat pizza since I'm about 2 years old.
I do like pizza.
And today the pizza follows you everywhere, to your doorstep, to your workplace, and even, believe it or not, it can defy gravity and follow you to outer space. So like it or love it, but there's definitely no ignoring it. With Srinjoy Sharma, Elan Datta, headlines today.
Alright, so another one comes into India to bite off a slice from the pizza market. Let's try and ask Miles Felt. He's the Regional Director of South Asia, Papa John's. Thanks very much for joining us here on the program. What can you guys at Papa John's offer us, which say the Domino's of the world and the Pizza Huts of the world can't offer?
I think what we offer the local population here is going to be a better pizza. Papa John's stands for better ingredients, better pizza. We were actually taken to court in the United States many times by our competitor, and we won that. And I think that bringing that product here to the Indian pizza market is going to be something that they're all going to look forward to.
Let me push that a little bit. I mean, I like
Please.
that slogan, better ingredients, better pizza. Are you suggesting, Miles, in any way that the other guys in the business are giving us second-rate pizza with second-rate ingredients?
Absolutely not. They're a very strong competition. We have great respect for them. They've done a wonderful job in the last couple of years that they've been here. What we're saying is that the product and the care that we have is far superior. If you take a look at the ingredients that we have, our tomato sauce that we use is a fresh packed sauce only. We take vine-ripened tomatoes and we put them in a can within 6 hours. We don't use a tomato paste. We don't add water to anything. It's a fresh sauce.
And that makes the pizza more better to eat, healthier, and all that?
I don't know if I would say healthier, but it does ensure that the consumer is getting a product that is the highest quality. I mean, a paste versus a fresh sauce, you can't compare the two.
All right. I believe at one point of time, Papa John's CEO, John Schnatter, he was describing how Papa John's dough is made, and he said it's made with clear and filtered water. I don't know if you've heard of this, but in India, we don't trust our clear and filtered water.
We'll be working with some water suppliers here. We have some good suppliers throughout the world. We'll be using the purest water that we can find here in India to our standards. In many of our countries, we either use a distillated water or an ozonated water to ensure that not only is it clear filtered, but it has removed all bacteria, which I know is a very much of an issue here in India.
Well, one of the problems seems to be the price factor, because we here in India are a little finicky about price. I mean, we are a little, cautious on shelling out a few extra bucks.
That's true, but you can't have a superior product at a low price. And if you try to tell people that you've got a superior product and you try and price yourself very low, the two don't equate. We're going to charge the Indian consumers an actual adequate price that they can afford to eat our pizza. It's not going to be sky high, but at the same time it's going to be very competitive with the rest of the population.
But then again, you're giving it away on a platter to your competition. I mean, they can always, like the way they're offering right now, 4 pizzas for 200 bucks. I mean, that's a great advertising strategy.
That's fine, and I don't think we want to compete there. I think what we want to do is the consumer that has great taste, that wants to have a better pizza, is going to come to us. I don't think we want to sit there and compete at that low price margin, because when you start focusing on price and you have to make a profit, the only way you can do that is by lowering the quality, and I don't think we want to do that.
All right, one final word. The other big thing that major pizza companies, when they came into India, had to do was to Indianize their pizzas. So you have chicken tikka pizza, chicken tandoori pizza, stuff which you won't hear, say, in the West. Are you prepared for that kind of Indianization of your pizza?
Absolutely. At the same time that we're going to localize it in regards to some flavors, we're going to maintain our standards. We have different pizzas that we offer throughout the world. We're in 22 different countries. There's pizzas that we offer outside the U.S. that aren't offered in the U.S. So we're going to do the same thing here in India, but we're going to do it with the highest quality ingredients.
But it's going to be the same thing which the others are offering. I mean, what different?
Well, if you take a look at flour and dough, we'll be using flour here, but it's going to be the highest quality flour. We're going to make sure that it's made in our quality control centers.
No, in terms of Indianization.
In terms of Indianization, yes, we're going to be doing some consumer research and making sure that the chicken flavors that we add are what the consumers want at the highest level.
All right, and I believe you have some discounts for journalists?
No, absolutely. We'll take care of you later on. How's that?
All right, we'll leave it there. We'll have a small little discussion right after the show is over, which incidentally is over right now because that's all we have time for. Thanks very much for joining us. We'll take a break and come back with our news at 10.
Top 5.